Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching this from. Yes, you are welcome to Teachers Daily Devotion. And this is the last episode for this week. And we're going to be looking at, of course, reading. Now, reading is very powerful. I see it as the second most powerful, or even equally powerful as listening skill, because it gives you the opportunity to absorb knowledge and it transforms you from within, opening doors of opportunities for you, fueling your creativity, inspiring you as a leader. So, for you as a professional, if you want to grow as a teacher, as anything you are, reading is non negotiable. If you really want to grow in your career, reading, getting knowledge is non negotiable. And quickly, before we jump into so many things, we are going to quickly look at the importance of reading, and you'll be amazed at this research based uh, facts that we have here. The first one here is that reading fuels your professional growth. Reading fuels your professional growth. Reading opens opportunity of professional growth for you. A research in Oxford University says that students of 16 years, or let's say high school students, that read other books other than school books are likely to get managerial positions in future faster than any of their peers. Oh, you are saying you are older than 16. No, of course, it's not too late. You can start reading now and start getting knowledge so that you can be ahead of your peers. So you need to just stay ahead. If you want to really stay ahead, then reading is non-negotiable. Reading sharpens your decision-making skill. Quickly, you make a decision. Let me tell you a story here, and I'm going to link to reading. A popular pastor in Nigeria, let me say, a clergyman in Nigeria, was building this big edifice. I mean, they had already completed it, but they needed to drive in a crane, let's say a trail, a big crane into the building. Now, the vehicle bringing it happened to be very big, bigger than the entrance. Now, there were two options, which none was good. It's either they break the lintel or dig the foundation. None of it will work for the building because it will affect the integrity of the building. They went to call this man and he told them that okay, why not deflate the tires and push the vehicle in and then get it pumped again, then do the work, then deflate it again and push it out. Years after, I read this same information, this same fact, this same decision making ability in a particular book that was published many years ago. Then I assumed maybe this pastor read this book many years ago also, and the residual knowledge was just there within him. And when it was time for him to use the knowledge, it came out and he was able to use it effectively. So with reading, you make decisions like that. They are wondering where is that intelligence coming from, and you don't want to miss that opportunity. Reading enhances your well-being. So when I found this, I was shocked that the university in UK, the Success University, discovered that reading reduces stress by over 60%. No, yes. Now, you think reading is for mental, it stresses you mentally. No. Reading actually reduces stress by 60%. And you know what? 2 days ago, I went through a lot of stress. After this episode, I had to prepare one or two things again. By the time I was almost done with the day, I was totally exhausted. Now, I did all I could do to reduce the stress. I mean, I tried to distract myself. I try to sing. I try to play music. I would do some spiritual, some religious activities, but none really worked for me until I found myself in a corner. Coincidentally, anyway, I found a book in my hand and I had interest in it, and I started reading that book while I was resting. And you know what? I started feeling literally within my body that I was relaxing more than any of the things I did earlier. So that confirmed it to me that I said, well, anytime I want to talk about this, we must talk about this. So if you really care about self-care, then pick a book all the time and read. Your stress is will be reduced. Will be reduced. I mean, it says that it lowers heart rate and improves your sleeping quality. Wow. Okay, yeah, let's take it again. Reading inspires your creativity and communication. If you want to learn how to read well, then do not joke. How to speak well, rather, how to communicate effectively, then you need to read because it's going to expand your vocabulary. It will make your ideas, your words very fresh. Reading introduces to fresh ideas, expands your vocabulary, making you more articulate and effective in expressing your thoughts. When you see anybody you admire that talks a lot and then with freshness all the time, check them. Their secret is that they read a lot. All those successful people that you admire, do you know what? One of their secrets is reading. I know one thing that Bill Gates will always have reading vacation, and he will show us online. about 5 or 6 big books that he wants to go and read during his vacation. So you don't want to joke with that. Let me tell you another story, 2 stories, personal stories now. This one, how reading saves life in my family. Years back, I read in my brother's journal that if a child is choking, you could carry the child, turn the child upside down, okay, and beat the back. Whatever is blocking the throat will pump out automatically. I became a father, and I was in the house. I just started hearing, a little form of chaos here and there. Then I quickly rushed to the living room. I saw that my son was choking on whatever he ate. Now everybody can open your mouth to do this. I just moved calmly there, carried him up. As I was about turning him, my wife being a scientist anyway, was like, what is that? Almost stopping me, but I prevailed over that. I turned him and I just beat the back a little bit, just tapped it a little bit, and boom, whatever was blocking it just pumped out of his mouth. And you know what? I walked away with a look of admiration and trust. My pampering for that moment increased a little bit. Okay, so I was able to solve that because I read it many years ago. It became a residual knowledge that saved life. That's what reading can do for you. When I was applying for multinational teacher of the year, when I'd even been selected as the top 10 and we're going for the competition, we were told to prepare very well with whatever we had. Now, I had nothing. I went online. I downloaded John Dewey's Education and Democracy. And literally, I think I finished that book, a big book, but I skimmed through, I read a lot. Lo and behold, the question I was asked was similar to what I read in the book, and I got inspiration from the book. Then I was able to answer. Imagine I never read the book. Probably you will not know the 2018 Multina Teacher of the Year today. You can see the amazing things reading can do quickly. How do you develop your reading skill? How do you develop a reading? I'm really excited about reading, and you want to try that with me. One, let's use the framework. Read. Are there regularly dedicate time to reading, at least 10 to 15 minutes. As you are going in traffic today, as you are coming back from work, as you are just in that corner during your break, just take 10 to 15 minutes on your phone, ebook, anything, just pick a book and read, make it your regular habit. Okay, that's R. The E, explore diverse materials. Don't limit yourself to that subject alone. No, read other things. Read other things. You are going to become versatile. That's who a teacher should be, a cosmopolitan entity. Okay, read a whole lot and then apply what you read. That's the A. Apply what you read. Discuss it with someone. Apply it in your day-to-day life. Talk about it. Enter the classroom and give the analogy to in the classroom. And finally, there, dare to read anywhere. Dare to read anywhere. Time will not permit me to tell you my story. However, I used to read it while I was in the university. All around, I was reading anywhere, in anywhere, in Mulwe, Korokwe, or wherever. I was reading anywhere. So don't forget the framework. Time is really running fast, and let's quickly take our confession this morning. Say, or whenever you are taking this, I am a lifelong learner. Reading opens my mind. Reading fuels my creativity. Reading empowers me to lead. Through reading, I grow and I live a transformed life. Thank you very much. Teachers, professionals, reading is more than a habit, it's a lifestyle. It shapes your skill, it reduces your stress, it fuels your ability to lead and inspire. Let reading be your daily ritual and your greatest tool for growth. Thank you for joining me again this morning. I'm really encouraged with your comments. Please, you can put your comment down below, your testimony of reading, how reading has transformed your life too. I would love to read from you. Thanks for your feedback. Till we see you again. To my colleagues and to my teachers and friends, thank you for being a